Hey guys, CryptoDad here again, and today I'm going to show you how to buy the Polkadot token and store it safely on your Ledger Nano device. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm here on the Polkadot webpage. If you want to learn more about Polkadot, what it is, what it does, why you might want some, but I'm assuming if you've clicked on this video, you probably already want some. You can also look up Polkadot on the CoinGecko website to find out more about its charts, its history, how you get to its website, and that kind of stuff. It has been recently redenominated, but that's all behind us now. So all of us from now on will be buying new DOT in the new denomination. So we're just going to move forward from there. So the first thing we're going to do is get our hands on some DOT. I'm going to show you two different ways to do that. For those of you who might be in the US and cannot use Binance, I'm going to show you how to do it on Kraken. But first we'll do Binance. We can just head over to Binance. I already have some Tether in my account that I can use to buy DOT right away. So just search for DOT, right? Go to trade, and then I'm going to trade in the US Tether DOT trading pair. I'll just go over here. All right, so what I'm going to do a market order. Now you can do limit orders or whatever you want to do. I'm just going to do a market order, and I'm only going to buy about $100 worth of DOT. So let's see, how can I do that? I can figure it out. So I'm just going to go over here to CoinGecko. I'll put in $100. That means I want 22.93 DOT. We'll just go with 23 DOT. So we'll go over here to this one. 22 is okay. I'll just put in 23 right there. And then I'll hit buy DOT. So what that's going to do is allow me to purchase DOT using my US Tether balance. I'll hit buy DOT. All right, and the market order got created right away. No big deal. We'll go over here to spot, and you can see that I've got 23 DOT in my Binance account. All right, so there it is. We've bought some DOT. Now, for those of you in the US that can't use Binance, I'm going to show you how to do it on Kraken. A slightly different interface, but not impossible. So I have some US Tether in my account. I've got about $109 worth of US Tether. I'm going to go over here to trade, right? And I've got the US Tether and US dollar pair open. And the reason I have done that is because I checked the DOT, and the only trading pair they have for DOT is US dollar, right? They don't have any other trading pairs for DOT. So I need to get US dollar. So I funded my account with Tether. So let's just go over and do that Tether trade here. Damn it. All right, here we go. US Tether, US dollar. Let's hit trade. I'll go ahead and I want to sell my Tether for US dollar. I'll just put in 105. Let's do market, right? Let's just do 105. It's going to cost me about 104. We'll hit the sell US Tether for US dollar. I'm just going to skip the confirmations. All right. Okay. Let's hit US Tether for US dollar. Okay, and there we go. I just did a refresh, and you can see there that now I have a US dollar balance that I can use to buy my DOT. So let's go over here to DOT. All right, let's hit trade. And we figured before we want about 23 DOT to equal $100. Maybe that's a little too much, but I'll go ahead and try it. 23. Let's see if it lets me do that. I'm going to hit market. Okay. Looks like it's going to let me do that. So we'll hit buy DOT with US dollar. Let's hit our trades. Looks like we finished that one. That's good. Okay, so we got 23 DOT. All right, so now we can go over to orders. New order. I don't use Kraken that much. All right, let's go to, I don't know, funding. Okay, there we go. So now we can see that I've got a total asset. I've got 23 DOT in my account. All right, so there we go. Sorry I was a little convoluted, but I did want to cover Kraken for those of you who are in the US. It's not impossible. A little tricky for someone like me who doesn't use Kraken that often, but we got it, right? We got our 23 dot in our Kraken account, and we've got 23 dot in our Binance account. So now we want to put it in our Ledger device. So let's handle that side of it. When you're looking to manage an asset on Ledger, you should go over here to Crypto Assets and then search for the asset. Let's put in DOT. Right, let's scroll down here and we can see that Polkadot is supported on the Ledger, but it is not supported in Ledger Live. It says it's supported in the Polkadot JS interface. All right, and what that means is you're going to need to install the Polkadot app on your device, but once you've done that, you will not be able to see it in Ledger Live. I get a lot of questions about that with a lot of different types of assets. They'll say, I've installed the app, I've used the third party to transfer into my account, and then I go back into Ledger Live and I don't see it. That's because you can't see it in Ledger Live. It's not supported in Ledger Live. You will need to use your third-party app to manage your balance. Not a big deal, though. You're still using the Ledger to store your private key, which is the best way to store cryptocurrency in my book, is to use a hardware device to store the private key. Today we're using the Ledger. I like the Ledger. All right, so first thing we'll do is we'll go over and get the Polkadot app on our Ledger device. So we'll just go over to Ledger Live. We will need Ledger Live to get the app installed, right? So we'll do that first. Here we'll hit Manager. All right, we're here at the Ledger home screen and I'm in the Manager. Now what I want to do is install the Polkadot app on my device. So I'm going to search the app catalog for DOT, and there it is. I can install that on my device. I'll hit install, and you see my device says it's processing, and there we go. Now we've got the Polkadot app on our device, and we can just scroll over and locate that new app right there. It's Polkadot. So we'll hit both buttons, and the Polkadot app is ready, and our device is connected to our computer. We no longer need Ledger Live. Ledger Live will do us no good from this point forward, right? All we needed Ledger Live for was to get the app installed. Now we're going to go back over to this page here, and I'm going to click this More Details to take me over to the walkthrough. And I've walked you through most of this stuff already. We can just go over to the Polkadot web wallet. We'll hit Open, and there we go. Now we're on the Polkadot web app page, and we want to connect to the private key that we just created on our Ledger. So how are we going to do that? Well, all of a sudden it just appeared. Okay. All right. So if we go over to Settings and hit General, you'll see there that there's a little thing that says do not attach Ledger devices. Well, we want to attach Ledger devices, so we're just going to click this, pull that down, and choose Attach via Web USB. And then we're going to click Save to save that. Now, when we go back over to Accounts, you'll notice that there's a new item over here called Query Ledger. So we'll hit Query Ledger. This little pop-up interface will appear. It'll allow us to connect to our Ledger device. And lo and behold, now we've got the Ledger account, and we can manage our Polkadot on the Ledger now. All right, so we can click on Ledger here, and then that is our Ledger address. That's our public address for DOT. So let's click on this, and it says that that address is now copied into our clipboard. So let's withdraw the DOT from our exchanges onto our Ledger device. So let's go back over to Binance. We'll go to our Polkadot. We'll click Withdraw. All right, I'll say that's understood. I'll paste in that DOT address, and then I'll withdraw the max. All right, that's 23. They're going to charge me 0.1 DOT for doing this. I'll hit Submit. I'm going to have to get that email verification code, which I'll check out from my phone. All right, and then my Google Authenticator, which I will also get from my phone. If you don't have two-factor authentication enabled on your account, I highly recommend it. All right, and there we go. I'll hit Submit. and the withdrawal request has been submitted. Now notice too, when we go over here, that we have some options over here on the side. And one of those is to show the address on the hardware device. I'm going to click that. And you'll notice that that address appears on my hardware device. You'll want to make sure that it matches the one you see up here. Right? Down just slightly here. I'll move this over here momentarily. I'll go ahead and click Ledger here. And then you can see the dot address, the public sending address of my dot wallet is up here. And I can match it to what I see on my hardware device. And that's pretty cool. And then I can go over here and just approve that. Make sure they match, right? All right. And then I'll go ahead and turn this off for a sec. And we'll just wait for that dot to come into our account. Now, you have to be patient because when you're withdrawing from exchanges, it does take a while depending on how busy they are. But we can go over to our withdrawal history, choose withdrawal, and you can see that that withdrawal is still processing out, right? It hasn't even left the exchange yet, but I'm okay with that. It will take a little while. So we'll just patiently wait for it over in our dot wallet. All right, I just got an alert from Binance that my withdrawal was complete, and you can see there that the balance in my Ledger account has been updated. So once again, the private keys for this dot wallet are being held on my Ledger device. I'm in the dot app. When you install an app, it creates the private key, which never leaves the device. All right. And I can manage that using the Polkadot web wallet, right? Cannot do it in Ledger Live. I will not be able to see my dot in Ledger Live, but I can manage it this way, and that's perfectly fine with me. So let me show you how to get your Kraken tokens withdrawn. Same process, right? I'm going to hit Ledger. I'm going to click this icon to copy that address into my clipboard. I'm going to go back over to my Kraken account, and I'm going to go to my Polkadot and choose withdrawal. No thanks. All right, so I'm going to add a Polkadot address. So I'm going to hit plus here. Let's call this just a web wallet. I'll paste in that address that we copied from the other side. We'll hit save address. All right, now they're going to confirm that. They're going to send me an email. All right, so here's the email that came in from Kraken. I'm just going to click that link. All right, so the address was approved. Good for me. All right, so let's hit withdrawal again. Now we've got that address. We'll select it. There's our Polkadot web wallet. Let's go ahead and get it all out of there. So I'm just going to click maximum. All right. And I'll hit, the fee is very small. It's pretty cool. Let's review. There we go. And let's hit confirm. And there it goes. Submitted successfully. It's pretty cool. All right, so I got an alert from Kraken that I did a request of a withdrawal. So it's going to take a bit for that request to be confirmed, just like Binance. So we can just hang out and wait for that to come into the web wallet. Go back over here. All right, and then now you can see that the additional 23 dot has now arrived in my Ledger-based wallet. So to recap, we bought Polkadot on 2 different exchanges. We bought some on Binance and we bought some on Kraken. And then we set up our Polkadot Ledger-based wallet. So we went over to Ledger Live. We installed the Dot app on our device. We entered the Dot app, and then we went over here to the Polkadot web wallet where we can manage our Ledger-based account. We enabled Ledger support. We clicked Query Ledger. So we've got this in our accounts now. We can manage our Dot from here. We can also send Dot out. And we can do staking and all kinds of fun stuff now that we've got this all set up. But that's a little beyond the scope of this video. If you have any questions about anything I did, please throw them up in the comments and I'll do my best to get them answered. Don't forget, I do a live stream every Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me for the live Q&A from Michigan. where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. Hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.